Okay, so this is going to be part two. This is going to be my proposed solution to the problems I see with online learning platforms. And in this video, I'm just going to give you kind of like a high level overview of the web application that I'm building. I'm going to do that by showing you the wireframes. And I don't want to go too in depth about any one page. I just want to give you kind of the basic functionality and flow of this website. All right, so let's start with the dashboard page. So in the dashboard page, you're going to be able to kind of look at all of the lessons that you've created so far. But let's actually go and create a lesson. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this button here, and that's going to pop up, open a modal. That modal is going to ask for essentially the title of whatever you're trying to learn. So in this example that we're going to be doing, we're going to be pretending like we're learning JavaScript. So we're going to input JavaScript. It will generate the description and the category for you, but you can edit this if you want. These are going to be very important because these are essentially going to be used kind of as prompts that are going to be constantly passed to the LLM. All right, so once you've actually created a topic, you're going to be able to find that in your dashboard. You should be able to click on it, and that will take you to the very first page of this lesson. The first page is going to be an overview. So it's going to be this kind of like tree graph that shows you the topic of the lesson, and it's going to divide that lesson up into a number of subtopics, probably anywhere between 3 and 8, depending on how big the topic is. And these are going to be, again, like I mentioned in the last video, these are going to be kind of like the 20% of the lesson that you're trying to learn. That's going to give you 80% of the results. So they're going to be the things that you probably use most often. Now, you can dive deeper if you'd like. So on each kind of learning node or learning module, you will have an option of adding other subtopics if you need to go a little bit deeper into that topic. Okay, so now we can actually get into one of the lessons. So we're going to click on the first node, Introduction to JavaScript. That's going to take us into the actual lesson. The lesson is divided up into 3 sections that are going to be navigatable via this toggle switch. So right now, the very first one that's going to show by default is the read section. All right, and in the read section, it's going to first generate a lesson for you. Now, as you're reading through the lesson, you can chat back and forth between the chat, and it will always have the full context of what you're reading at the moment. Additionally, I plan on building these kind of like tool tips where if you highlight text, you're going to see a little pop-up of a bunch of preloaded prompts. So if you need like a definition for something, or you want an explanation or analogy, you're going to be able to highlight the text, click analogy, and you should be able to see that analogy explained to you by the chat. All right, the next section is going to be a quiz section. So first you have to initiate a quiz. It'll give you some settings, like you want to change the number of questions, difficulty, question types, or even give it a prompt to kind of guide the topic of the quiz. You're going to be able to do that, and that'll take you into the actual questions. You're going to go through all of them, and there will always be a chat available to basically explain why you got the question correct or incorrect, and answer any questions, maybe give you hints, etc. All right, and the last section is going to be the flashcard section, where you're able to add decks, create cards, and I'm not going to go too in depth again, but there's going to be a way to add flashcards basically from any point in the application whenever you see like a topic that you really want to make sure that you remember. But anyways, once you're in the flashcard section, you can click on one or more decks, start a study session. And then after that, it's going to be pretty basic functionality. You're going to be able to go through the flashcards. You will, of course, have a chat available to you to answer that will have the full context of the flashcard and be able to answer any questions, give hints, etc. If you want to be notified when this application releases, you can go to mindroot.app, put your email in here, and you will be notified on launch.